We've got two brand new knitted Christmas jumpers. It's our collaboration with Threads for Red. Knitted Christmas jumpers, no word of a lie. These are absolutely incredible. We've got our glorious history with every trophy that Liverpool have won, every single major honour. And this is a reissue. It's looking smooth, it's looking fine, it feels great. Got the little captain thing with a load of captains on the arm over there. We've got the managers over there, and we've got our brand new Believer Christmas jumper as well. Oh yes, it's Jurgen Klopp. It's a knitted Christmas jumper. It's got the trophies that he's won on the side, and it's got the lyrics to the famous Jurgen Klopp song all over the arm. These two jumpers right now up for pre-order at redmenmerch.com. That's redmenmerch.com. There is a limited number of these. We've manufactured them, so you need to be quick. You need to get on it. redmenmerch.com.
Hey everyone, welcome. It is Team News reaction show time. I'm Paul Machin. Chris Pajak joins me in the studio.
We're on time. We've got loads of time before the team comes out. This is very strange.
This is apparently how this is now done.
It's not. I've been here. It's not at all, because we had to go live. I think we went live as the team came out again the other week. Obviously, It was Champions League, when they don't really know when the team's coming.
Yeah, well, despite the fact that we've been doing this for many, many years, we are still shocked and surprised when the team comes out at a different time.
I'm going to write it on that wall with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
How long before, and how many subs each competition has, because that's the thing as well that always confuses me on the starting 11.
In the Premier League?
9.
Sound.
In the Champions League, it's everyone in the squad, so
everyone
23. So you've got 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? If you've got a 23-man squad, is it 11 subs?
No.
I'm just on math, Chris Pajak! Hey!
No.
Oh my God!
It is not.
That is terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in our 13th year. Yes! I'm up an alley. Have a bit. Yes, welcome. If you're live on YouTube, me and Chris are back in a big way. You did say you were tired before.
I know. I think 11's the amount of people you're allowed on the pitch, which doesn't change in any of the competitions.
We'll write that on a Sharpie as well.
Might change in the Masters League.
Change between sport. Kieran Orr in the comments says RIP Chris Pajak, taken at the young age of 39.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Wow, absolutely amazing. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. If you've missed me and Chris, then drop a like on the video. It always helps. Newcastle just taking a 2-goal lead over Southampton. They're on the ropes for a little bit there. We've got 10 minutes of me basically lording it over Chris, and then a team will probably reveal itself. If we know it ahead of time, we'll give you a little sneaky heads up, but at the moment we don't. So it does beg the question: what are you? What side are you looking for from this game? That was my team. I did the starting 11 prediction this week. So, in fact, I'll tell you what, there was my team, because that's what I went for whenever I did that Thursday evening. So I went with Robbo, Van Dijk, Canate, Trent, Fabinho, Thiago, Hendo, Jones, Firmino, Salah. What would you do?
Swap Nunez out for Jones and you're done.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. I think, obviously, I understand why you've gone there. Nunez is a great impact sub. He brings the chaos with him, doesn't he? But I think he's more than just that. I think he's massively important to how good Liverpool can be this season. And I think he's more than just a chaos impact sub as well. I think I'm actually already getting a little bit bored of everyone saying he's the agent of chaos and all this type of stuff, because he's a good player that causes havoc for teams.
Oh, he's that from minute 1 or minute 60.
Luis Suarez does that.
Yeah.
Did that. You know what I mean? Good players do that. They always make it difficult for the opposition, which puts them into what's going on mode, which is what we call chaos, I suppose. So for me, Nunez has to start this game. I think you've got to give them some speed that they're going to be frightened of, because you know they're going to get people close to Salah and they're not going to give him the opportunity to run in behind. Nunez still is able to do that against sides, and it's always his first instinct to get in behind whenever he can.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult because Tottenham shouldn't play players like that. And I said this last week, I think they're the best of the sides that are going to try and hit us on the counter-attack, and that's something that we need to be concerned about because that's what we've struggled with so far this season. Now, if you're looking to sort of dominate possession, maybe Nunez wouldn't be the right shout, but for me, get him close to the goal, get him taking shots off, and get Tottenham worried about Darwin Nunez.
So he was in my team up until about 30 seconds from the end of that show for all the reasons listed. Was it's a big game, they're the best team you've got left to play before the World Cup, and it's part of my reason behind my selection in the midfield is put all of your best in inverted commas players on the pitch. The reason why I talked myself out of it is not just because of the impact sub in isolation. It's just what you've got on the bench. And I talk myself around on it because of Tottenham Hotspur's midweek game. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, we played Napoli.
They fought right until the last minute. So you're thinking they're tired. So get 60, 70 minutes in, put him onto the
exactly. They've gone through Napoli. They've gone right to the death on that. They've had a big let off the back of it. And we've seen Liverpool struggle with 2 games a week recently. But we always do this when we know our opponent has as well. But we were able to rotate a little bit more. And I in any normal situation, I would be absolutely like, it's nailed on for Nunez to start because Newcastle 3, that was a hell of a finish. There's no logical reason in what we understand of how Jurgen Klopp manages a squad why Nunez won't start this, but I just got very excited by the idea of, well, Kurt had a good game against Napoli. Easy. Oh, he's going. You going? Where are you going? Where are you off?
Decided to go a bit lower. I'm just going to do this. It's the Diddy Man page out here. I'm here to talk about the football with everybody. It's the grown-ups playing tonight.
All right, thank you. I'm joined by Michael Owen here.
Everybody, I might be worth 100 million when I was 19 or 20 years old.
He's absolutely right, by the way.
He is right.
The fucking social
very
media,
short at the same time.
The 21-year-olds running a lot of big social media accounts on Twitter outed themselves as knowledgeless 21-year-olds. You can be a knowledgeful 21-year-old, by the way, but what happened then?
It just sank. Wait until after Christmas.
Like your heart when you realise you got the math wrong earlier.
Yeah, very much. My word. It's not been a great start to the day.
Yeah, to that thing of, I think both teams are obviously not gonna be at their peak for 90 odd minutes here. Looking at their injuries, so. Lucas Moura is a late fitness test, so he might be in contention. Same with Bentancur. Kulusevski, they reckon he's likely to be available for this one. No Romero, no Son, and Richarlison's been ruled out as well. We'll see how truthful all that is in about 6 minutes time. But them going through their own sort of injury issues is a big thing for me in this, and just making sure that you've got a big hit. And my problem with Nunez, Firmino, Salah starting is it's back to Forest, where you've got Carvalho, Elliott and Chamberlain as your game changers.
The holes in your theory here, though, on 70, we're all going to be tired and there's just going to be Nunez that's fit.
Yeah,
in the way you're saying it. So get them fucking on the pitch.
But if
get him up, get us 3-0 up, and then take him off by all means.
If you bring a goal threat on, is what I'm saying. All 3 of our goal threats start.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
It is. But I think particularly in this season where everyone's goosed.
We've always had this conversation for years. You always like to hold someone back, and I always like to just play them from the start. Yeah. Like, we're never going to agree on that. We've been doing it for 10 years plus. Like, the fact is, I think Jurgen will go with Nunez.
Yeah,
I think that's the most likely, with having Derby in midweek and then obviously playing Southampton. It makes more sense from a squad management perspective.
But from Nunez from a left of a 3.
I like him out there, to be honest with you.
But again, it's not something he started with.
No, because when we've done that, we've played the 4-3-1-2, because Nunez, and Klopp said this in his press conference prior to Napoli, wasn't it? Or was it post Leeds? I can't remember, where he said we basically did that because we don't trust Nunez is going to do the defensive work as well as someone like a Kurt Jones will. So if you want to play 4-3-3, Kurt Jones is probably the best option. But if you want to get Nunez on from the start, it's probably more likely Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago is a straight 3.
Yeah.
with Firmino in the 10,
with the split,
with the diamond, and then Nunez comes inside, and it's not his job to track back, and that's the difference, isn't it? And I'll be honest, the way we played against Napoli was the best we've played for a few weeks now, and I think that was down to the fact that everyone knew the role a lot better. You know, you've gone back to a formation where everyone just understands everything about it and where they're supposed to be. And Kurt Jones was brilliant at that I thought he was impactful anyway on the ball, but I thought he was really good at helping cover and stuff. So it's what you want to do here. Does Jurgen want to play the 4-3-3? And if he plays the 4-3-3, it probably will be Jones. Yeah. But if he wants Nunez to start, he's going to drop Bobby in, and Nunez is going to get more sense.
The way I worked it was, I don't think Nunez will start left in a 3. Same. And it was either Nunez in the middle, Jones. It was Jones or Carvalho from the left, and then Nunez or Firmino centre forward, and then always Salah from the right, because I'm wedded to him sticking with 4-3-3 for the next couple of weeks, or the next week. And then again, and that's how it led me to the Nunez off the bench thing, because again, it's like Firmino off the bench or Nunez off the bench, and I fell on the Nunez thing. But honestly, I'm happy with whatever he does. I just want to see him play. We had a ton of super chats. We're going to get through. John Lee David Blackshaw, 3 points, and I don't care how. Welcome back, YNWA. Thank you so much, mate. So apologies for missing your super chat on one of the shows the other week, mate. It was I didn't see it. I think I mentioned this to you on Discord already. Christopher Carantha Medialino, welcome as a first team member here on YouTube. Yeah, boss. If you remember on YouTube, you can get involved in the live chat on the fan reaction show after the game as well with me. So yeah, that's a boss thing for you. Kevin Ferris, how did go on, Chris? You're big on Gaelic name pronunciations.
Yeah, can't see it.
Caoi. Is it like Queven? Is this the same as Callagher? I can never remember.
No idea, mate. Where are we?
Nailed it.
What colour is it?
Villa green. Villa 3-1 up against United.
No. That's probably Colin. Colin Ferris, well done. Queven, I reckon.
Villa 3-1 up against United. Glorious, isn't it, lads? Yeah, it sounds. It'd be more glorious if we can win.
Very much.
And John Lee Davis back again. Make sure the TV has non-power saves, Steve said.
No one knows how to change that. It's impossible.
Which one? That one, I presume. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. We tend to be all right on it. Oh, I've just set us up for a huge fall there. Yeah. Trig Josh. There was a member Anne dropping a super chat. Hi Paul/Chris. Has FSG's lack of investment in the squad made Liverpool a less attractive destination to quality players? Now the squad has too many injury prone past their best players. I would suggest no, because if you wanted to play for the Liverpool team, you'd feel you had a much better chance of playing for them in a squad full of injury prone things. So can you just all say thank you to FSG for buying loads of injury prone players, because it's going to make us a more attractive proposition. But it's a long standing thing in it of when you've got 12 or 13 fucking world-class footballers and you're looking at your options, there's a lot of footballers who would go, well, what's my pathway? And you could argue that maybe they're not truly good footballers if they're not up for the battle. But if you've got, this is the Trent argument, how are you buying a right back when Trent's going to be the best right back in the world for a decade? That's not a problem that Liverpool have at the moment.
The problem that Liverpool have had, and I think you've answered the question as it's been framed. I think it's been framed slightly wrong. The reason we're less attractive at the moment is because we might not get Champions League football. Yeah. Unless we book our ideas up big time. And that is down to the management of Liverpool Football Club, the people who do the transfers and the people who put the money in to change, ultimately. I think where Liverpool have gone wrong, and it's a big conversation, it's probably not one for the team is literally about to come out right now.
Is out.
Nunez off the left.
You're not finishing the sentence?
No.
Right, okay. The team is out. Chris Bayjack has headed over to the board. Let's get your reactions to it in the comments right now. I'm sure you've all seen it on Twitter. We've got it up on the screen. Chris is just doing a very mild adjustment. In case he's gone for all of his best lads on the pitch, effectively.
And that makes sense to me. Is it the right team for a start? I didn't check. I literally just checked with Nunez.
No, Elliott is in for Henderson.
Right, that's very interesting. So I think it's probably going to be more like that, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go with Alisson in goal, Andy Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Ibu Konate, Trent Alexander-Arnold. We've got Fabinho flanked by Thiago and Harvey Elliott. I've put Firmino in the 10 for now. and I've gone with Nunez and Mo Salah on up front. As far as
Sorry, who? Salah. Excellent.
I always start the day off now saying Salah, and then by the time I just forget about pronouncing his name right, I'm just back to Salah.
Yeah.
But for now, it's Salah.
How are those Puma trainers you're wearing right now?
They are not. If they did, they might be. Is my mic plugged in properly? It might be. It's plugged in.
Chris is having technical mic issues right now. It's great that
It's why we do the mic check, isn't it, Joe? So, the other option, of course, is to play the 4-3-3 formation, and I think I like the way Liverpool played the other night against Napoli in the 4-3-3. If it was me, I'd probably chance it because Nunez is a willing runner to track back, but does he know the role? That's the question mark, isn't it? Which makes me think it's probably going to be a little bit more narrow and something like that. But it's so hard to tell until we obviously see the team. What subs have we got, mate?
The subs are Kelleher,
yeah.
Gomez,
yeah.
Henderson,
yeah.
Ox,
oh.
Jones, Costas, Ramsey, Carvalho, Bacetic.
Oh, you got the subs right, well done.
I don't think it was hard, to be fair. I think I only had Nat Phillips as one more as the other option. And obviously we found out now he was injured after.
Kelleher, Joe Gomez, Jordan Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kurt Jones, Costas Tsimikas, Ramsey, Carvalho and Bacetic. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Go on, is there any other formation setups you'd have?
Yeah, because one thing that if this was 2 weeks ago, we would be saying this is nailed on for 4-2-4.
Yeah. Okay, so... But again, who's on the left?
Nunez, I guess.
Nunez on the left-hand side. Oh, yeah. I've fallen out of love with the 4-2-4 again, to be honest with you. Because ultimately, when you're defending, the 4-2-4 becomes a 4-4-2. And that's your weak spot there, isn't it? I think you're all right on that side with Harvey over there with Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Nunez backing up Robertson, probably not. Oh, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, you could do that, and that probably makes more sense from your defensive shape.
And kind of just one more wild
forward shape.
Yeah. One more wild one, and I don't think, because for some reason no one ever thinks to do this. Yeah, there you go. Lefties of the world unite.
Imagine a left-footed player and left wing. I mean, Ryan Giggs did it for like 20 years in the Premier League. Yeah. And Lee Sharp before him. I mean, it just doesn't happen, doesn't it? No, that's the most ridiculous of all the shouts today, Paul. That's never happening.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever happening. It's definitely going to happen now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the other one, of course, is that.
What's 4-2-3-1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
But we're not going to see that either, to be fair.
You would I think you'd put Salah behind, maybe put Salah behind Nunez. Oh, it's wild. Yeah, who the fuck?
That would be the way, wouldn't it? Salah ahead of Firmino.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks all right, to be fair. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But I do think we are going to stay with the 4-3-3 / your three might be slightly different.
Sound.
But something along those lines. It's difficult, though.
Cool. Okay. Well, cool. Chris makes his way back over here. We've got the Tottenham team. Hugo Lloris captaining them in goal. Emerson Royale, Eric Dyer, Longley, whose first name I didn't want to risk. Davies, Sessegnon, Basuma, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Perisic, Kane. Take your pick for how that lines up. And so I was talking to
Flav
and Adam Smith yesterday on Saturday Social, and they were both saying that in the absence of players, he felt they'd push Perisic further up because he's been playing as a wing back for them so far.
It makes sense because he's just dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just going to I'm going to see what SofaScore thinks actually on this, because I'm fascinated to know people who actually put a little bit more thought into what they think the 11 is. But what formation would you say Tottenham are playing off that? People who know them a little bit better than I do, do let us know.
SofaScore have got them as a 3-5-1-1 on my iPad if you want, mate.
That's Sessegnon.
Yeah, so you got Dyer, Longley and Davies. Royal on the right, Sessegnon on the left, Højbjerg, Basuma and Bentancur in the middle, Perisic behind Kane.
Now that makes sense if only because of they've got no pace. And that, you know, we're talking about them playing counter-attacking. Obviously, Sessegnon's got pace and Royale's quite all right as well. But Perisic is just, they're trying to replicate what Son has, because he is electric when he gets going. Obviously, he's not exactly in his prime anymore, but he's still more than capable. We saw that for Inter a little bit last season as well. So, yeah, that kind of tallies. Interesting to see Bissouma, obviously very long link with a move to Liverpool as well.
And what's interesting actually, if you bring up the SofaScore team again on the screen, they've got it as the 4-3-1-2, but they've got Nunez and Salah the wrong way around.
Which is wrong.
So yeah, I mean, why put all that formation thought in to then get the forwards the wrong way around? Like that's not what that's the easy part. Salah's going to be on the left.
Yeah.
Off the right, sorry.
There you go.
It's going to be a fucking long day.
Oh god, what's the matter? For the wank. Presenter. Fair to Paul Machin. Oh. Right, sound. Give your thoughts, comments, feelings coming in. Peter Hour says, I think it's a 4-4-2 diamond in the super chats there. Yeah, I think you're probably right on that. I don't like the diamond. I mean, ultimately, I like whatever wins football matches, to be perfectly honest. And the one good thing we got going here, Chris, is that we've literally been analysing Liverpool forensically for well over a decade at this point, and we've just put 4 formations and about 3 variations of players in each of those. You know, the best part of all this, I've done less starting 11s this year, but as a percentage I think I've got more right in the season when you shouldn't ever get it right. And the thing is, I'm now at the point where when I'm doing the starting 11s, I'm getting most of the time 11 players right but the formation wrong, whereas I would always get the formation right but the players completely fucking wrong. Like, it's so difficult, and even during games, I mean, the amount of times I've had to say 4-2-4, 4-4-2, 4-1-2-1-2, 4-3-1-2, like 4-3-3. The formations that we're playing and the numbers are just, they're wild, to be honest with you. And that's a concern, and it's a concern because the formations are inconsistent and the performances are inconsistent, partly down to the players, partly down to the formation, the system. I do just wonder whether we're just going to be 4-3-3 here. Like, you know, and
we're all wondering that, Paul.
Yeah. And what I mean by that is, there's enough seeds of doubt cast around the place, and I think he's going with a little bit with your point here of put all your best players on the pitch and try and get this game, because as much as I do think you need something in reserve, these are the games actually where they're so good, and he's such a good manager, and there's such a disciplined defence, and they will put loads of men behind the ball, and behind the longer those games go on without you breaking them down, the harder it becomes. So it's as much as it's great having a break glass solution off the bench, you know, us actually going with having a haymaker to open the game up. I think minutes of tightness from us would be pleasant. Let's not forget the fact that Liverpool have been absolutely brilliant from set pieces, and Nunez makes it 4 really, really difficult players to mark. You've got Konate, you've got Van Dijk, you've got Nunez, and Fabinho are 4 massive lads. And you just might outnumber them there. And if you can get good deliveries from Trent and from Robbo on the corners, from set pieces or whatever, then that's a real option for us to break a game open. And in a game when you're fighting with a team that's just as good as you, arguably better this season so far, set pieces might be it. And if you've got one more big lad in there, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, no, absolutely. Right, sounds, that is us for the Team News reaction. Keep your thoughts coming in the comments section underneath. Check back. We will be live at 4:15 for the watch along here on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed already, do so. Click that notification bell as well. And if you want more content to tide you over in the meantime, then do consider trying redmenplus.com, our Liverpool streaming service. Supports what we do and gives you loads of extra podcasts and videos in the Liverpool vein as well. We love it, and we think you will too. Anyway, we'll see us back here in about half an hour. Have a boss time up until then. Ta-ra.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like on the way out. Did you know you could get some hoodies, t-shirts and any accessories from redmenmerch.com? So head on over there now and grab yourself something.